So today, this is a simple overview of a day to day at a pre-launch startup. This is before you eat lunch, and I'm not for sure if a couple of Triscuit crackers and a bit of peanut butter and garlic qualifies for breakfast or not, but it is some sort of foodstuffs besides just soda. And this is a company before pre-launch, in pre-launch research and development, and so on and so forth. Automation anytime in its plethora of sites, so on and so forth. Innovating things of that sort. Now, it's the day-to-day decision making. So there's a script that's in process of various modifications about time allocation to build the script. I'm going to finish the script eventually because it can be done. But in the midst, I had another potentially simple innovation, and so what I'm doing currently is basically doing A/B split testing. And in other words, uh, the number of clicks because there's questions on search engine optimization about what's valuable. Uh, is it just a click, or if you can generate more organic traffic, whether it's searchable traffic or direct click traffic, what's more valuable from a ranking viewpoint? So I'm doing an A/B split testing a test of some things, and to scientifically, statistically significantly, if that's even a word, understand one thing from another. Now it takes time, so on and so forth, and there may be a small correlation, but even though technically there would be a statistically significant uh, process, uh, it wouldn't really be known according to based on the other sites, because it would have to be a larger split test, but it would be potentially a small indicator of what's more valuable versus another. So in other words, when I'm speaking to various people about some of these things, you know, the conundrum is, if I'm also the builder and the promoter or advertiser of services, um, it's not. It may or may not make sense to people if they're not really in that world. So if they have some sort of exposure to the world, it makes more sense. If not, then some people say, well, why is your service? Why are your services more valuable than theirs? Well, it's do you really want to hear the explanation? They say no. Will it make me more money? I say, well, probably. Well, probably is not good enough. If I'm going to pay you money, I have to be certain. There are other companies out there that will just say, of course, they pay the money, and then the brand and the industry itself becomes potentially, will they ever invest again in this form of advertising, so on and so forth, and then becomes more of a sales process rather than a root level or base level technology, a successful technology build out process. So hopefully that makes sense. And again, this is automation in any time. Some of the things that we consider and basically and build from a day-to-day basis most of the time. Anyways, until next time, over now.